2 Sentries, fade in. Exterior, Corfe Castle, day. It is a cold December day at Corfe Castle. Sentries have been posted to look out for attacks by the Welsh hoards that really do not like the Romans. At one particular location, which is actually a wide and tall window, glassless of course, Colin and Dennis have been assigned to be lookouts to spot any attacks nice and early, shout the alarm, and then protect that part of the castle. Though it may appear Colin and Dennis are just ordinary Roman soldiers, they are a good partnership considering Dennis is a bit of a dreamer, and the only one who doesn't laugh at him is Colin. We join Colin and Dennis looking out of the rather large window at Corfe Castle.
I can't see a darn thing out there. You see anything, Dennis?
Not a sausage, Colin. No one in their right would want to attack in this weather.
Yeah, except we're talking about Welsh hordes, right?
Yes, even them. They can't be that bold, or perhaps stupid, to even consider attacking today.
Well, I wouldn't, but I'm not Welsh. You know, to be honest, my heart sank when my name was pulled out of the helmet for deployment to Britannia.
Yes, I had heard the weather was atrocious.
And then they said Wales. Oh man, my heart sunk.
When they said Wales, I was envisaging a long sea voyage searching for those big critters with a ton of blubber. I was all up for that.
You like the sea?
Oh, I love the sea and hunting those large critters.
You heathen. Don't you know they are an endangered species?
Just wanted one. Then I could go home and say I lived the dream.
Ah, that's what they all say. It's one, then another, and then pretty soon we're going to be whaleless. And no fun for the whales.
Yes, I see your point. Anyway, I ended up here and I had no idea there was a country called Wales. Why would they call it that?
I have no idea. They must have had some good reason. Perhaps they didn't want to be associated with Britannia. I wouldn't blame them, given the weather.
It's worse than here.
Yeah, apparently.
But why did they pick today of all days to put us on sentry duty?
What can I say, Dennis? When your luck's out, it is out.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I have an idea.
What's that?
Can you go inside and please make me a cup of coffee?
Coffee. What on earth is coffee?
Not sure where that came from.
What gobbledygook have you been talking about, Dennis? Have you been eating those berries again, Dennis?
It's not gobbledygook. And which berries are you referring to?
You know those strange red ones, the ones that cause hallucinations.
I haven't taken anything. Honestly, I haven't. I would just like some coffee.
What is coffee? Anyway.
It's a brown, grainy substance. Beans, actually, that you grind into powder, then before pouring hot water on. It's a lovely beverage.
Dennis, I know it's cold and you're miserable and you really don't want to be here, but really, coffee?
Oh, sometimes you can add milk to it.
That sounds disgusting.
It's not. It smells amazing.
You can smell in your dreams?
Apparently. So I dreamt this?
Yeah, I suppose you did. And it also sounds like you're not quite out of it.
Dennis pinches Colin.
What are you pinching me for?
To make sure you're real. And you are. So this can't be a dream.
No, it can't.
It was real. And I really thought we had some coffee.
Well, whatever that is, I've not heard of it. You are worrying me.
Maybe it hasn't been invented yet.
Hey, look, I know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm pretty sure we don't have a concoction called coffee. Hey, how about some elderberry punch?
No, not that again. A little bit tired of elderberry hot punch.
So what did you see in your dream?
I saw myself around a large table that had cakes and toast and sugar and milk and a cafeteria.
Very grand. But what is toast and a cafeteria?
Okay, so I'm not sure what toast is, but it appears to be bread that's been sliced up and then thrown to a fire.
Wouldn't that burn it?
No, no, you only show it to the fire for a short period of time until it's browned.
So in this place, you saw an open fire where this toast was being burned.
No, Colin. The fire was in a box they called a toaster.
A toaster. You are really not well.
No, I'm feeling great. I'm just a little bit, no, quite a bit cold.
Okay. If not, then what about some cow's foot mulled wine?
I could gag. Ah, goodness knows what they put into that concoction.
Well, if I was a guessing man, cow's feet, perhaps.
A really good guess.
For me, a cup of cow's foot mulled wine, and I'm anybody's.
Yes, I saw you at last year's Caesar's birthday party. You were sloshed.
I was not. Well, not that much. I'd only drunk 2 cups.
Goodness, Colin, those 2 cups were huge.
I really can't hold my mulled wine concoctions, can I?
No, Colin, you can't. Well, anyway, I really don't fancy cow's foot mulled wine. So, how about tea?
Tea. Oh, all right. What on earth is tea?
Oh, don't tell me. Another dream?
Good grief, Dennis. What have you been eating?
I don't know, but I'm a little bit concerned.
All right. So what is this thing? Tea.
Well, tea, as I recall, are dried leaves to which one adds hot water and milk as well.
I can go outside and pick some leaves if you'd say you'd like, and we can do whatever you say.
They can't be any old leaves. They have to be tea leaves.
And where does one get these tea leaves from?
So that's the strange thing. I don't really know, but I have visions of this amazing place far, far away that has elephants and tigers.
Elephants, I know, from the adventures with Hannibal, but what are tigers?
Well, you know lions, right?
Yeah, I know lions. I used to watch them at the Colosseum in Rome.
Yes, the good old days. They'd throw anything that walked to them.
Yeah, but what is this tiger thing that you speak of?
Yes. Okay, take a lion, put it in a tanning machine, and then paint stripes on it.
You're joking. You're joking, of course.
No, not at all.
There is no such animal like that.
How would you know?
I don't know, but that would be one strange creature.
Meaner than the meanest lion, I tell you.
I wouldn't want to meet that critter in the dark.
Day or night, trust me.
What in the hell is a tanning machine?
It's a contraption that throws the sun on your body without being outside.
Even when it's cloudy?
Yes, amazing, huh?
Truly. So you're saying they grow these tea leaves in the same place as they find these tigers. Aren't the folks there a little bit wary?
Oh, of course. And some even get eaten.
I wouldn't want to live there unless the weather was much, much better than here.
It actually is warm and humid, and it rains in the afternoon with thunder and lightning.
Let's go there.
I don't know where there is. What about the tigers?
Well, given the wonderful weather compared to this miserable one, I'd put up with even painted lions, tigers.
Wonder if you'd feel the same if one was chasing you.
Interesting concept. Okay, so you mentioned the cafeteria. What is that?
You remembered.
I may be old and miserable, but my memory is still sharp.
So it would seem.
Okay, so what is a cafeteria?
It is a coffee press, which apparently makes up to 8 cups of coffee and has a double wall to keep the beverage hotter for longer.
That sounds pretty amazing. Where can I pick up one of these contraptions?
In my mind, I suppose.
Colin laughs.
What other stuff have you been dreaming of?
Oh, I see a full English breakfast with fried eggs, fried toast, fried tomatoes, sausages, and baked beans. Yum, yum.
Dennis, what a vivid imagination you have had. How unhealthy it sounds. I only know 2 of those items you mentioned, eggs and sausages.
2 is better than 1, which is better than 0. Why did you say it was unhealthy?
Dennis, my old mate, everyone knows that frying stuff is really bad for your heart. A thing called cholesterol.
What are you talking about, Colin? What is cholesterol?
Well, Dennis, cholesterol is a waxy substance found in your blood, and your body needs cholesterol to build healthy cells. But high levels of cholesterol can increase your heart rate, heart disease. With very high cholesterol, you can develop fatty deposits in your blood cells.
Huh?
You heard.
How do you know all that?
I dream as well, Dennis, but about weird things that affect the body.
Goodness, Colin. Don't stop there. What else do you know?
So, in cholesterol, there are these things called HDLs and LDLs.
What do those letters stand for?
Buggered if I know, but I know the LDLs are really bad for your heart and the HDLs are really good for it.
Damn, Colin. They should make you the garrison's chief physician.
Are you joking, Dennis? If I go to the chief witch doctor, I'm a chief physician, he would have me locked up.
They wouldn't do that.
Don't be so sure. They'd call me a heretic, put me in a cell, throw away the key. Same for you with your newfound inventions.
Yes, I suppose they will. Better we keep this stuff to ourselves.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, well, so sentries must stay in this miserable country. I'm still bloody freezing and no Welsh hordes in sight.
It's not that bad, Dennis. 3 meals a day, free clothes, weapons, a good retirement plan, AD&D, and life insurance to boot.
I wish I was more optimistic as much as you. Do you know how many insurance policies are paid out?
No. How many?
Only about 5%.
Oh, no. Really?
Have you read the small print?
I tried, but the markings on the stone were really tiny.
You wear glasses, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but I left mine back in Rome.
Well, that wasn't a wise thing to do.
I didn't think I would need them. I only need them for reading, and this job is about spotting Welsh hordes at a distance.
Makes sense, Colin. Anyway, your designee gets 100 sesterces if you die in battle, but not while being a sentry.
If we get attacked, will we not be in battle?
One would think, but the small print says when fighting after being attacked from non-planned engagement, your designee, gets nothing unless you pay an extra premium.
How much is that?
I think it was 5 sesterces per month, but that was 5 years ago. It's probably more now, and you are not getting any younger.
Blimey, I only earn 25 sesterces a month. Well, so much for sacrificing for Caesar and country. I think I've been done.
But look on the bright side. You get to travel, stay in really nice accommodation, and see the world.
This is nice accommodation. Cockroaches complain about this accommodation. You are such an optimist. I thought you were cold and miserable.
Not feeling that bad anymore. Besides, our shift comes to end in 5 minutes.
Well, what about the coffee and tea, which you're not going to get?
That sucks. Having dreamt about these yet to be discovered tasty beverages.
Well, these drinks do sound very tasty.
And you warned me against indulging in a full English breakfast due to high bad LDL.
And we didn't get attacked by the Welsh hoards. They are sensible after all.
I guess they got the message about venturing out in such atrocious weather.
Sounds like it was a little bit too much, even for them.
Okay, Colin. A nice warm cup of cow's foot mulled wine for me.
Likewise, Dennis. After all, some poor cow gave up her feet to help us get warm.
Yes, we'll have to honor the cow.
Colin raises his hand in a toasting gesture, imagining a chalice in his hand.
To the poor cow and her wonderful feet. Cheers.
To the poor cow and her wonderful feet. Cheers.
Ready to go in and get warm?
Hell yes, Colin. Our shift is up. Hurrah!
After you, sir.
Oh, after you.
Colin and Dennis make their way into the warm interior of Corfe Castle to warm up next to a roaring fire and drink their well-earned mugs, rather large mugs of cow foot mulled wine. Fade out. The end.